Hello everyone. So in the previous videos we have seen this if else condition with the AND keyword and even with the refactoring and all those things, and we have even simulated those scenarios. Okay guys, so today we will see, okay, so we have already seen about this AND operator, okay, and today we will see something called OR operator. So this is the symbol for that, OR operator, and how you can use it inside Arduino's code. Okay, so if you know a bit of electronics, you will know what OR means, right? You heard about the OR gate and OR gate truth tables. Okay, so in this OR gate, okay, if one, let's say we have two inputs, okay, if one input is true, the final will be true. That means if at least one input is true, the final outcome will be true, right? So if you know that, that will be very helpful. Otherwise also don't worry. Okay, we will see how to do it. Okay, so we will first create a real life scenario where this OR gate or OR operator can be used. Again, it's better if you understand what I am going to teach in this video. If you don't understand, just don't worry, try to rewatch it. Even after that, if you don't understand, just don't worry, it will not affect your further proceedings. But when you have to use it for by any reasons in your applications, you can catch it up. Again, come here and catch it up. Okay, so don't worry. So okay, that's fine. So let's have a scenario like this. Okay, so let's say we have a value, analog input value, that is less than or I'm sorry guys, less than or equal to 300. So we are getting analog input value. So if the input value is less than or equal to 300, okay, we have a okay, let's say red value. Okay, that means it is less than what we expected. And if it is somewhere between 300 to 600, that is a normal range. Okay, so for that we will have green values, green LED. Okay, and if it is greater than 600, okay, or greater than or equal to 600, then we want to again have the red value. Okay, so what I am trying to do is I am going to have a green alert or green signal only for the accepted range. So you can think the safe range of this value is 300 to 600. You can think it is a temperature, particular temperature value for a metal. We can take like that. Okay, particular some value for something, right? So let's say water level. So if the water level is somewhere between 300 to 600, any unit it can be, okay, then it is the normal range. If this is less than 300, then you have to alert, right? It is less than 300, so you have to pump the water into the tank. If it is greater than 600, we have to say, okay, this is again not abnormal because this is too much water in the tank, so you have to pump the water out from the tank. So that also red. You can think like that. Okay, so you can I say this example just you want to understand there may be this kind of scenarios coming in your real life. Okay, so water tank is a good example, right? You need to have the water in a particular range, not more than that, because if you have more than that, the tank will fill and the water will flow out. If it is less than that, you will run out of water, right? So both should be red alert, and the accepted level of range only can be green alert. Okay, so this you understand, right? So let's say for the moment we will take analog input. So our scenario is for this less than 300 it is red, for greater than 300 also it is the same red LED. Okay, for the accepted range 300 to 600, we will have the green LED. Okay guys, that's fine. So let's go here. So we will take advantage of the typical usual code. Okay, we are not going to do anything else. So the only thing is I will remove the third LED because we don't want the pin number 9. Okay, because we only play around with 2 LEDs. Okay, I will remove it quickly. Pin number 9, I will remove it very fast. Okay, so here also I will remove the pin number 9 very fast. Okay, so that's fine. Nice. So we can take this pin number 8 to red LED because let's say I am connecting the red LED to pin number 8. Okay, so pin number 7 is green LED, pin number 8 is red LED. This is fine. Okay, yeah. So everything else is fine. We are taking analog input, we have the serial monitor thing. Okay, fine, because just we want to check the serial value here. And then we have this A0 as an input, that's fine, and the output pin modes. Okay, all good. So now I read the value X and assign it to x. Okay, so the analog read value. Then I will check the x values if conditions, and I am going to write the particular if else scenarios. Okay. Okay guys, so from my concern this works fine. Why? I have to change it. Okay, so first, what is this? Less than 300, right? So x is less than 300, I have to give a red alert. Okay, because this is less than the accepted range. Okay guys, so what I will do is, excuse me guys, I will switch off the green LED as a precaution, because I want the green LED to be off when x is less than 300, right? I want only the red to be on, right? So red LED I will switch on. Okay, so don't think only switching on red is enough. Meanwhile, we have to keep the green LED off as a validation or as a precaution, because somewhere in another place of the code the green LED might have been on already. So when this is starting from here, again the void loop is starting, we have to switch off the green LED. We don't know what will happen, right? So we have to switch off, and we have to switch on the red LED. So this thing you understand. Okay guys. So the first scenario is satisfied. Okay, the second scenario is 300 to 600, right? So that will be covered here, right? Because I have already explained you in the previous video when I am refactoring it. I said, okay, this become false. Okay, this became false. So that means more than 300 values only will come to the else if part. Okay, so only if we check the upper value 600, that will be enough. That means less than 600 check will be enough. So the any value that is coming inside will be obviously in between 300 to 600, right? Undoubtedly. Okay, so in this scenario, okay, so this is the range we have, 300 to 600. So if you don't understand this you have to watch the previous video guys. Okay, so what I am doing, so if you ever wonder why there is a 300 greater than 300 check is not there, then again you have to watch the previous video, then you will get the point. Okay, anyway, here we have to switch on the green LED, because this is the accepted range, this is the accepted range, and this is the check for this. Okay, so I have to switch on the green LED. So 7 is green LED. Okay, so while I am switching on the green LED, I have to switch off the red LED, right? If both LEDs are on, it doesn't make any sense. Okay guys, so what I will do is I will switch on the pin number 7 and switch off the red LED. Okay, so the accepted range is correct. Okay, so if both of these things are fails, the code will come into else part. Okay, so from your common sense, okay, or logical thinking, tell me what values will be coming under the else part. Okay, so you can see x is less than or equal to 300 values are here, will be covered here, and the rest will be skipped. X is more than 300 values and less than 600 values will be caught inside this else if conditions, right? According to this logic. Okay, so 300 to 600, so that will take care of those values and skip the rest. Okay, so from up to 600, that means from any value to up to 600, everything will be covered either within any of these else if or else if, or the values more than 600 only will be coming inside the else part. Okay guys, is that clear to you? Okay, that's fine. So any value that is more than 600 will only be covered inside the else part according to our logic. There's no question on that, right? So here also I have to switch on the red, so 8 should be switched on, right? Because more than 600 also we have to have the red part. Okay, so actually this is more than or equal to 600, because 300 to 600, less than 600 is the upper limit, right? So if 600 is coming, that will be coming inside the else part. Okay guys, okay, so I'm sorry guys, so greater than equal to 600 values will be covered inside the else. Okay guys, so I hope this is understandable. So how we are going to proceed further, I will catch you up in the next video guys. Please follow me in the next video.